As you are once again welcome to accountancy class grade 11. So the previous video I hope that you understood the meaning of trial balance. So what is the meaning of trial balance? It is a balances extracted from the ledger accounts. So you are preparing trial balance to confirm the arithmetical accuracy of our transaction in the ledger and confirm whether debit and credit is correct or not according to our journal entries, isn't it? In the form of personal account, real account, nominal account. Then we discussed about the objectives of trial balance and limitations. Then very important one, how you are going to record a trial balance. Before that, what are the methods available for preparation of trial balance? So one is total method and balance method, another is total and balance method. The most suggested one is balancing method. So only whatever the balance available in a ledger, just going to record. The identification, where you have to record in debit balances and where you have to record, and then which item are going to record in credit balances. We want to identify how accordingly assets and liabilities and expenses and income and losses and gain. As a debit side, you are going to record what? Assets, expenses and the losses. Similarly, the credit side, credit balance, how you are going to record as a liabilities, then income and gain. Accordingly, you want to form in a trial balance. So trial balance mostly prepared maybe month wise or every quarter or yearly wise to find out the exact statement end of the month or end of the year. So we have to write our trial balance as on mention the date, maybe month or year. So accordingly, we are going to prepare the statement. Now let's see once again for one of the example here. So what is the trial balance only appeared here? So what they described here, then you will see how the trial balance is going to be rectified. See here, the following trial balance has been prepared by an inexperienced accountant. Inexperienced accountant. Why we will say inexperienced accountant? Because he not in a correct form of statement, not displaced. So the display of the statement here, what will happen? Not disclose the correct statement. See, you are required to identify the errors and prepare trial balance in correct form. We are going to do now. That's what here already trial balance prepared by the accountant. So maybe this is inexperienced accountant because so whatever finally trial balance not tally. So just to see what are debit balances, okay, and credit balances. The total is become not equal. It shows a differences. So now we are going to see what are the mistakes disclosed here. The error. Then we are going to do the correct form of debit and credit balance. Okay, that's all. But this problem from this exercise, how we are going to rectify the error, and we can write detailedly which has to be debit balance, which has to be credit balance. Okay, now let's see according to this trial balance exercise. So now let's see how you are going to rectify the errors according to this trial balance. Okay. So before that, you have to write the formula for trial balance. I should know already. Okay. So I am writing it here. So as you know, as a trial balance formula, you know what should be debit and what should be credit, isn't it? So what is that? So debit means what? All assets, the expenses and the losses. Similarly, credit has all liabilities, income, gain. Okay. So these are the formula for recording the name of accounts, the head of the accounts, ledger accounts in trial balance. How we are going to identify which is debit balance and which is credit balance. Okay, now let's see one by one detail. So now, as a cash in hand, they already written 10,000. So first the cash in hand is coming under what category? It is coming under asset. Okay. So it is a asset. Okay. So now you know asset should be in always debit balance. Okay. So yes, it is correct. So I am writing here yes 10,000. Already written correctly. Yes, this is correctly written. So again here also under the correct form I make it debit balance and credit balance. simultaneously how to rectify errors. Okay. But you, whenever they give the exercise, you have to do it separately. Okay. So here for the understanding purpose, I done it simultaneously. Okay. So now you understood, as a cash in hand is coming under assets. So that's why I'm going to write debit balance. So already it's a debit balance only. Okay. So no mistake. It is correct. Okay. Now, second one. See, fixed assets. Fixed asset is what? As you know, they clearly given assets. So it is what? Assets. But where they return? They return credit balance. So it is what? It is wrong. Okay. So now where you are going to write? Should be right where? Here, credit, debit balance. So it is wrongly written in credit balance. So as a asset should be written in debit balance. How much? 12,500. 12,500. Understood? So here, as a fixed asset, the wrongly written in credit balance. So now you are going to rectify because as a fixed asset, definitely is a assets in a debit balance. Okay, understood. Always asset is a debit balance, never became a credit balance. Then, capital. So as you know, capital is coming under what? First you want to identify which category. Capital is what? It is a liabilities. So capital is always liability. Should be credit balance. So here they written correctly. Yes, they written correctly. Yes, it is credit balance. So dash 38,600. That's correct. So earlier they written correctly as a capital credit balance. Why? Because it is we are going to identify coming under liability. That's why I'm going to write credit side. So earlier also correct. So again, yes, it is correct. No mistake. Then next one. Purchases. So purchases coming under which category? So coming under expenses. Okay. So here purchases they return. Yes, debit, correct. So I return here also 22,500. Cash. Yes. So purchases as coming under expenses. So always purchases debit balance. Never become credit balance. Yes, it is correct. So I return again 22,500 cash. Then sales. Sales is coming under which category you are going to identify? It is income. Isn't it? It is income. So as an income, you should be what? Credit side. See what happened? The return in debit balance. So it is wrong. Understood? As a sales coming under income, definitely is a credit balance. But here what happened? They return in debit balance. Credit balance, they return in debit balance. Now we are going to rectify. Where? Dash, we are going to write credit balance 10,250. Okay, now understood? That's what you should be very careful. You can easily record the ledger balance in a trial balance to preparation of trial balance with the help of this formula. Yes, asset debit, balance what? All assets, expenses, losses. Credit always all liability, income and gain. So that's why here as a sales, I consider as a income. Definitely it's a credit balance. So earlier it is written as a debit balance. Now I am going to rectify. So I return which side? Credit balance. Understood? That's why it's wrong. Wrongly written in debit side. Then how the trial balance will tally? That's why we are getting debit side one total, credit side one total. It's one of the biggest error. Then next, discount allowed. It's a very, very important term. Discount allowed, as you know already. So whenever we are giving discount allowed to whom? Customer. For, as a company point of view, it is what? It is loss. Okay. Not the expenses. So we are allowed discount for the customer to encourage the sales to buy more, isn't it? That's what here discount allowed we consider as a loss. But loss always what? It should be debit side. But what happens? Here loss they return which side? Credit side. So it is wrong. Correct? So it is wrong. So I am going to write debit side. Now understood? So discount allowed is a loss. Don't say expenses. That's why you should be very careful here. So why it is loss? We are losing our money. For example, we sold goods to somebody for 10,000, but they paid to us only 9,500. Why? Because we say, okay, 500 rupees we are allowed for discount. So as a company point of view, 500 is what? It's coming under loss. That's why we can identify discount allowed is what item. Description is what is considered as a loss, not expenses. Understood? That's why as a loss, always it should be a debit balance. Never become a credit balance. Understood? Discount allowed always is a debit balance, not credit balance. Then return inwards. It's very, very important word. So what is the meaning of return inwards? It is nothing but what? Sales return. Okay. Should be very important. Already know sales return. When you know about the subsidiary books, under that how to prepare sales return. So whenever the goods sold on credit, then any return by the customer going to record to maintain the sales return book. So here, as a return inwards, nothing but what? Sales return. Here we can't say income, we can't say expenses, we can't say asset, we can't say liability, we can't say what? Loss and gain. So that's why similarly, again you get back the goods should be shown as a debit balance. Again we got the goods. That's what earlier whatever sales is credit balance. Now my sales return should be what? Always, so this is wrong. Sales return always what? Debit balance. You understood? That's what the word is very, very important. So this word is very, very important in words. Okay, return inwards nothing but what? Sales return. So sales return always a debit balance, never a credit balance. You prepare the ledger, you know very well. Or subsidiary books preparation, previous chapter 4, isn't it? That's what. Return inward, should be very careful to read. Return inwards nothing but sales return, always debit balance. So earlier they recorded what? Wrongly recorded earlier as a credit. Now I am going to rectify. Should be debit. Okay. Then return outwards. So similarly, what is return outwards? Nothing but purchase return. Coming under purchase return. Okay, should be debit. Say as a purchase return, what happened? Earlier you purchased goods on credit or whatever it is. Now you are going to return back to our supplier. So naturally what will happen? Our side, our stock become reduced. So we are going to record purchase return what? Credit side. Because as you purchases as a debit side, we are going to record purchase return always a credit side. Here what happened? They return wrongly. What? They return wrongly is wrong. 700 rupees. Correct? So how much? It is 700. So it is wrong. Because return in outwards nothing but purchase return. Should be always what? Credit balance. Okay, that's what this one. Okay. Purchase return. How much? 700. So I am going to write it here. Dash 700. Okay. That should be very careful. Return outwards nothing but purchase return. So always purchase return as a credit balance, never become a debit balance. So wrong. Understood? So as a return inwards and return outwards. Nothing but return inwards, sales return, outward means purchase return. So as a sales return always debit balance, as a purchase return always a credit balance. Now understood? So that not become confused. So we are going to record. That's what you will be remember itself how to record, especially for the sales return or purchase return. So other name is what? Return inwards, return outwards. Okay. Then wages and salaries. First of all, what is that wages and salaries? It is nothing but first wages and salaries. How much? It is nothing but wages and salary. It is 5,000, isn't it? Yes, wages and salaries 5,000. So wages and salaries is what? It is expenses for the company, isn't it? So we pay wages and salaries. So wages means here maybe the daily wages, end of the week they will give. Salary means maybe every month the company can offer. That's what here wages and salaries coming under So you can identify as a item is what? It is expenses. The name of account are going to identify expenses. That's why already it is correct. It's a debit balance only. So I can write it correct. Debit balance. Yes, exactly correct. Debit balance. Have understood? So always expenses as a debit balance. Now, next debtors. So what is debtors? Debtors is what? Collectively for the all the customers. We sold goods on credit. We summarize all the customers together. We will call debtors. So debtors is nothing but what? Assets. That too. Debtor is nothing but what? Assets. It's very important word. Debtors. Okay, that's what here. Debtors is always what? Debit balance. So as a debit balance, they return yes correctly. They return yes debit balance. That is correct. So 1,340. 1,340. I recorded correctly. Yes, exactly. Debtors already they recorded debit balance only. So always debtors is a debit balance only because coming under as a asset. Owed to the company. Okay. Then similarly creditors. Creditors is nothing but what? So liability. Correct. Coming under liabilities. So always liabilities, say credit balance. Yes, they return yes, credit balance only, correct. So I put dash 4,700. Understood? That's what. Should be very careful. Here the name itself we will say debtors means debit. Simply you can know. Blindly you can understand, but exactly debtors is what as a assets. And creditors means as a liabilities. So when a person become creditor, we purchased some goods from the supplier on credit basis. So later on anyway we are going to pay to the supplier. That's why collectively how many suppliers we bought goods, together of all the suppliers we can say creditors. How debtors we will say similarly creditors. So always creditors as a liabilities. So liabilities means should be credit balance. Okay. Credit balance. That's why they have done it correctly. So again here credit balance as a creditors. Now let's see next one. Drawings. Yes. What is drawings? You know very well. So any businessman they withdraw money for the personal use. Understood? So we will say it is called drawings. Maybe in the form of cash or even purchases. Here they simply say drawings. So drawings we consider what? It is the expenses of the company. Okay. Or we will say exactly we are going to deduct in a balance sheet later on. When you know about the final accounts, we are going to deduct drawings from the capital. Here we know asset drawings is expenses. The company point of view, we can't show asset. It's not coming under company drawings. Correct. So drawings is what always a debit balance. Withdraw money. So naturally what will happen? So our cash become reduced. So as a drawings here. Already written out. See, drawings they written wrongly. What? 1,000. So it is wrong. So it is wrong. Correct. It is not a income of the company, isn't it? It is a expenses of the company. Okay, that's what we are going to make it debit balance. As a drawings is always what? As a debit balance. So this is wrong. So I make it correctly. 1,000. Okay. I understood. So drawings is very, very important word. So why it is called drawings? It is for our personal use by the proprietor. Understood. Drawings is very, very important word. So always drawing should be debit balance, never become credit balance. Okay. So later on these drawings are going to record in balance sheet to reduce our capital. So when you know about our final approach discussion, there you know. So here as a drawing is always a debit balance, never credit balance. So it is wrong. It's taken by our opponent. So they will say in the experienced opponent. Then, so discount received. So here also we discuss discount allowed is a loss. So natural discount received is what? It is a gain. How discount received, this word how it arises, So as a discount received, so when is goods purchased from the supplier, for example, you purchased goods from supplier 10,000, same. But you paid only how much? 9,500. So supplier considered for us discount. So we will enjoy the discount considered by the supplier. So that is called according to as a company point of view discount received. So we are getting gain instead of 10,000. I am paid only how much? 9,500 only. So naturally that 500 rupees I didn't pay. So that 500 become what? As a discount received for me. So I consider as what? Gain, not income. That's why you should be very careful here as a loss, here as a gain. So as a gain, always a credit balance. See here they return what? They wrongly return. Yes, they correct. They return correctly in a credit balance. Yes, 350. So discount received is this one. Okay. So discount received as a gain. So that's why it's a credit balance. Yes, I can write it here, credit balance 350. Okay, yes, it is correct. It is a 350. Now understood how the discount allowed is considered as a loss, discount received is considered as gain. That you should be very careful for identify the accounts as a discount allowed is always considered as a loss, discount received is considered as a gain. Not expenses, not income. Then, bills receivable. So as you know what is bills receivable, it is a promissory note. It's a detailed discussion in bill of exchange. As a bills receivable, here what is the meaning? Already you know accounting term. So we are promised to pay, as a customer promised to pay to us later on some period of time. So that is called naturally what? It is a asset. So bills receivable is a asset. Okay. So that's why, yes, they return correctly, debit side. So as a asset, always should be debit balance, right? As a debit balance. So I can write it what? 1,170. Yes, it is a asset. 1,170. Yes, it is a asset. Yes, we confirm that should be a debit balance. Yes, here they done it correctly. Yes, 1,170. Similarly, opposite, what is bills payable? According to liability, as a supplier allowed us to pay later on, so we will give the promissory note. So that is called bills payable. We are liable to the creditors. That's what you are issuing what? Bills payable as a liability. Always a credit balance. So here, yes, coming under credit balance. 2,160. Okay, have you understood very clearly what is the bills receivable, bills payable? So bills receivable is related to whom? As a debtors. So debtors will give to us instead of money, they return a promissory note. So as a bills payable is considered as the creditors. We will pay later. Okay, so bills payable. How much as a credit balance? Yes, it is correct. So here also as a corrected form, return 2,160. Then just one. Rent. So as you know, rent is what? The rent is coming under what? It is the expenses of the company. So naturally, you have to write in which side? As a debit side, yes. 1,500 debit balance. So here also I am going to write 1,500 dash. You understood? So 1,500 as a debit balance. Then finally, it's very important, interest paid. So interest paid is what? It is the expenses of the company. So anything we have to pay interest. Suppose we got any loan or any bank loan, we have to pay interest. Okay, and that's what here as interest paid, they return wrongly where? Credit side. So it is not an income for the company. It is the expenses of the company. So that interest paid, we are going to write which side? Debit side. Not in yes, it is wrong. Okay, so I am going to write 1,000 here. Dash. So now, accordingly, individually name of the accounts, we verify whether all coming under asset, whatever the assets, that is write debit balance. So any liabilities, we will write credit balance. Similarly, all the expenses, we are going to write the debit balance. So all the income, any income point, we're going to write the credit balance. Okay. So as the purchases, as expenses, sales as income. Then whatever the loss, any discount allowed is a loss. So anyway, you have to write debit balance. Discount received is a gain. You have to write the credit balance. So accordingly, you identify individually all the name of the accounts as a debit balance and credit balance. Now we are going to write the correct form. Now see what is the total now. Okay. Now the total should be, verify how much total has to come. So it will come, you check it, 56,760. Here also 56,760. So see here 0, 5 plus 5, 10, 16. So 16. So balance 1. 6 plus 1, 7 plus 9, 16. So 16 plus 7, 23, 26, 27. So here carry forward 2. Okay. So 8 plus 2, 10, 14, 16. So 1. Here 1. Okay. So 3 plus 1, 4, 5. 56,760 credit side. Now let's see our debit side. Here see, that's why alignment is very important. Yes, 0. Thereafter 5 plus 4, 9. Then 16. Yes. So I carry over 1. Then 5 plus 1, 6. 11. 13. Then 13 plus 5, 18. 21. 22. 27. So balance carry over 2. Okay. So 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So balance 1. Okay. So 1, 1, 2, 3 plus 5. Now understood. Trial balance. How to rectify the errors. So here what is the mistake? So they wrongly written instead of debit, they written credit side. Instead of credit, they written debit side. So here the mistakes, fixed assets, instead of debit side, they written wrongly credit side. Now you are rectified here. Then, other sales, instead of credit side, they written debit side. They rectified here. Second mistake. Thereafter, discount allowed is as a loss, should be written in debit balance. They written in a credit balance. So we have to rectify 250. Thereafter, our return inwards sales return. Thereafter, our discount allowed loss is written correctly. Okay. Sorry, return inward sales return 500. Return inward sales return. They return where? Debit side is credit side correct? Yes, they return correctly credit side. So thereafter, return outwards. Okay. So sales return it is correct only. Sorry, sales return should be debit. Confusion. See, as I return inwards, sales return, they return what? Actually, credit side. It's wrong. Sales return always what? Debit side. Now understood. Little bit confusion. Then, return outwards. Purchase return. So they return 1,700. So naturally it's wrong. Should be credit side 700. Okay. Another mistake. Thereafter, wages and salaries return correctly. Then here. As here, so other mistake is what? Here. Drawings. So earlier drawings they return credit side. Now rectify debit side. Correct. Drawings always debit balance. Then any mistakes here? Finally, interest paid. We say expenses. So we return. The wrongly return credit side. Now return debit side. Now that's why earlier see some differences here earlier it is not equal. Okay. Now after rectification of the correct debit balance and credit balance with the help of this formula identification, so we can return correctly. Then finally now we got the correct total trial balance tally. We will say trial balance tally. Now understood for this trial balance how to rectify the errors. So what they written earlier, now we are going to return the correct form. Okay. So now I hope that you understood trial balance very well. So want to identify which should be debit balance, which should be credit balance. That is very, very important with the help of this formula. Asset debit, all assets, expenses, losses. All credit means what? All liabilities, income and gain. Accordingly, if you write, you can identify the name of accounts. Your work is very easy. You can clearly understand. Okay. So that's what for trial balance, very interesting one. Ultimately, how our accounts are correct, that's why we are going to prepare trial balance. Arithmetical accuracy. Okay, that's what the importance of preparation of trial balance. So I hope that you understood for this session. Again, once again, so please watch once again or several times. Then only the trial balance you can clearly understood, identify that this formula is very important and easily able to do the trial balance after preparation of the ledger accounts. Even our NCERT book, earlier you done it as any journalist transaction. Once you prepare the ledger, once you got the balancing, you will try for the trial balance. The trial balance tallied or not. Okay, accordingly, you want to make it your side strong. Preparation of the trial balance. Okay. So next session, I will discuss same chapter 6, what? Rectification of errors. So very important. Okay. So I hope that you understood this session. Okay. So thank you very much.